Okay, today's June 19, 2014. Let's take a look at a couple of stocks that might be in play, and one that was in play, which was Blackberry. As you recall, I put out a post last night regarding to look at the earning play on Blackberry. Unfortunately, I made a little bit of a mental error. I was holding a long position, and I thought for some reason that the earning was supposed to come out after the market closed. But one of the follower on StockTweak reminded me that it's actually coming out before the market opened. So I had to scramble a little bit early in the morning and close out my position before the earning announcement comes out. And after it came out, it popped, but I mean, I don't regret it because that's not within my trading plan. My trading plan is never trade to earnings, so I mean, it could have went the other way. But in any case, looking at BlackBerry, it did pop and went up to 953, and then it kind of faded back to this, no line, no, like the the low nine area. And you can see there's a lot of open interest at the strike, the nice at nine, on the strike of nine on the call side. So, and tomorrow is quadruple witching day. So you got all the option, the index future and index option and everything else is going to expire tomorrow. And I wouldn't be surprised that they're going to yank this guy down and pin it at 9 tomorrow. Then after tomorrow, maybe next week, they probably let it go if it's going to run. If BlackBerry could hold above this price gap, this earning break, then they could, have a good chance of, if it break above this 970 to come up at this, 1080, 11 area. And that basically was my, initial swing long target is this particular pivot high. So we'll see. I mean, if it set up some kind of a flag or something like that over here, a little bit of a bull flag, then I might consider looking at a potential swing long entry again and possibly re-enter a trade and try to see can it make it up at this pivot level at the 1088 level. So as you can see, the option market was pricing about 921. That's my estimate. Or was pricing 981 on the upside, and downside was 755. But again, on my post, I was looking at the price action and that kind of stuff. It seems to be pointing that it want to go higher. But you never know. It's nothing certain. So I don't want to take that risk and carry a position on on an earning play that even though the earning might be good, but the forward looking statement might be a little bit negative, then if the market is biased on the negative side, they dump it. That's why it's always very risky to play to earning. So, but it's whatever suits you. I mean, some people like to play that, like a lottery ticket. But again, essentially, was a mental mistake. But hey, no damage done because I was already in the money on that trade, and there wasn't much of a coming down on the price in pre-market for me to get out with some decent price level. So it was okay. No, I don't regret about missing that 11-12% move on the price because that's not my plan. So. And if I compromise that on the trading plan, then all of a sudden you no longer have a plan that you trade to. Then you're starting being very, non-disciplined. And that's where your trading become unravel. So anyway, that's one play. The other one that I've been talking about early in the morning, as soon as it's open, was KB Home, because you can see some of the home builder was running as soon as it's open. And recall a couple of days ago, I tweeted out to say, keep an eye on the home builder. They might, rotate into the home builder pretty soon. And there's, might be some continuation. You can see there's a lot of these little shooting star or inverted hammer type of a candle that printed on some of these home builders today. So you might, kind of keep an eye on it when it break out again. That might be the possibility of the next opportunity to get in on maybe some kind of long entry. So because on KB Home, essentially, basically looking at maybe somewhere around up at this level here, which is close to some big, Fibonacci swing at the 618 you know, somewhere around this $18 level, and essentially, I believe I put out a chart earlier. I'm not sure, don't recall, did I do that or not? You know, so basically, let me go scroll back, and then we could take a look at where I you know, initiate that swing. It's basically this big swing point on the fib, and it came down to the 50% point. It kind of bounced around, came up to tag close to that 78.6, and then came back down and then tagged this 50% point again. So now it's coming back. If we could break above this 18, which is the 618, maybe it will try to make it back up to this 78.6, somewhere around this 2070 level, or, you know, get into that 21. So that's, you know, just keep an eye on the home builder, because the other one that might also have a similar play is you know, POTI home. All right, let me zoom this in, and we can take a look at the pricing a little bit closer. So you can see POTI, you know, right, you know, kind of came up on this pivot somewhere around the 2030 area, and came down, and, you know, sort of holding up at this low support trend line. So you might want to, you know, just keep an eye on that. Maybe possibly there might be some long entry to play back up to this particular level, and then if it breaks through this, then there might be a chance that it might come up and attack this 2140, 2139 area, you know, this high here. Then the other one is Toll's brother, you know, so similarly, you know, you can see, let me get rid of this line here. You can see there's a like a little wedge, and again, you know, it came down. This is like a little bit of a, you know, multi-bottom here, sort of, you know, and then it broke through, came up, you know, came back down, and kind of tagged this this pivot support, right? So you kind of see this candle here, this hammer candle, okay, and it held the support close above that. So there might be some opportunity here that you know, basically playing a little bit of a long off of the support line, and maybe possibly the first target level has come up to this trend line, and see, can it break this trend line. If it could break that, then you know, maybe it could make a run back up here to this 39.65 level. Okay, so let's see, the other one that I put out a chart on was Google, and we're essentially looking at Google. Remember, let me take this off, and originally I was looking at this particular bull flag possibly be forming, right? You know, we're basically looking at this possible bull flag here. But as you see, this candle here never made it down to this point, or have a candle coming down. Instead, it kind of reversed itself, right? So it kind of reversed up there. So now we're basically kind of looking at a sort of like a pennant, right? Okay, so, but still, in regardless, is it a flag or a pennant, we're essentially looking somewhere around this particular pivot point. And if I use this as the flagpole, then doing a sort of just kind of estimated projected measure move, then if it's 100%, then it basically put Google back up the 602, 603 level. So pretty close to this little pivot high here. Right? And if we get up to, you know, anywhere between, you know, 80% or something like that, it'd be in this congestion area. You know, so we basically, you know, I've kind of put a little rectangle surrounding this particular pivot low and this pivot high. So that would be my target zone. You know, if this thing break above this trend line here, so essentially breaking above this pennant, you know, you could play it up the, you know, maybe looking at the breakout somewhere around, you know, somewhere around close to 556, or you could play for it up here, you know, look at, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, it's a, you know, that 572 area. So depending whatever your trading plan is, you know, and what's your risk tolerance. But you might want to keep an eye on Google here, although, you know, we're saying that Google being kind of a lagger, but I think right now it might have completed its little bit of a pullback consolidation. It's ready to, you know, come back up and try to retest some of the previous high. Okay. Then the other one that I have that we want to talk about is AOL. Right? Near the close, I think in the late afternoon on AOL, you know, today it was kind of dull. Seriously, you know, it wasn't much of an action after the early morning run on maybe pop a little bit. And I was looking at the tape on AOL because last time I traded AOL was back up here. Okay. And so I have it on one of my watch lists. So I was kind of looking at AOL and kind of seemed interesting on this pattern. Then also watching the tape, and it's kind of seemed like the, you know, the price look kind of funny. The tape kind of reacting a little funny. It seemed like something is going on. So I've been watching that, and not saying that there is something going on or not, but at least, the price moves. So you might want to keep an eye on that for the next couple of days. Essentially, I put up with this little intraday chart. Let me go get the intraday chart up, and we could take a look at that. This intraday chart here, we're essentially saying that, if we think about this 3765, then there might be a possibility to come up and tag this 39 level, because you look at this like a little base, right? Okay. Or, so essentially it's or a little bit of a rounding, a bottom here. Or you could also look at it as a trading band. Whatever it is, here's the baseline. Okay, break out about 3765, somewhere around there. Then we're basically looking for a target of 39. And if we move about this 39, then essentially we might want to target this, price gap here, just an initial price gap down here at this $40 level. Okay, now if you got momentum, then there could be a possibility to come up and fill this gap. Then it brings it up to somewhere around this 43.30, 35 area. But I think initially with this break, probably target this thing maybe up at this close to this 39 level. Okay, so you might just want to keep an eye on these few stock in the coming days. Tomorrow is quadruple witching day, so you got all these option index and future and everything expiring. So there's going to be a lot of gamemanship going on. Try to get all those things square out. That kind of stuff. So just I typically don't trade too much on Friday or on these OPEX expiration day. So good luck to you on your trading tomorrow.